Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. This is Rich making another movie about XRP today. As always, I hope all of you are having a great day. We're going to talk about XRP no matter where you are in the world. This is the one-day chart again. Right now the price is 303, and everyone wants to know what's going on with XRP. Why isn't it taking off? We're still watching the market since it's not yet old season. Check out the Bitcoin chart. The chart for Bitcoin is still below 116K, and it looks a lot like the chart for XRP. Now, all I have to do is wait for the breakout to start. Everyone thought we would keep going up. Remember that the Federal Reserve only hinted that rates might be lowered. In fact, he hasn't cut rates yet, and the market went crazy because of that. The case between Ripple and the SEC is now over. I believe the price of XRP can start to rise again now, but it will take some time. We're still not quite there. Now look at the chart that shows how Bitcoin is doing. It's still going down. Everyone says that we are still in each season. It's clear that we're not yet in old season, but this chart is going up. It's at 52 now. Once it gets above 75, we can say for sure that the season is over. It will happen though. You don't need to do anything until the breakout starts. Everyone is really angry. It seems like they only want it to be up. That doesn't happen in crypto at all. Things move backwards and forwards, and this builds up to the spiral moves that come later. Even Gordon says that the 10-year downturn in XRP versus Bitcoin is about to end. 6+ spot, how the XRP ETF works with Japan's S. The Ripple SEC case has an XRP record, a huge increase, and a big cap, which means it will be XRP. I don't think we've ever seen ROI this high before. As the market rises because of Fed policy, CTO David Schwartz gives his professional opinion. I believe this shows that the market cares more about long-term growth than short-term profits, says David. I agree with that. It seems like everyone is looking at the chart, and we were watching the pumps happen as the news came out, but right now it's just news. For real, this market will start to move when the Fed cuts rates. XRP will also start to move because the market knows ETFs are on the way. That's why people will want to invest before the ETFs are approved. This is why I believe there will be a lot of upward movement on how much XRP costs in the next few weeks. Are you ready for what's going to happen in the next 2 to 3 months? Asks Tony Edwards. We are going to go into the parabolic phrase. People will melt and happiness will reach all-time highs. If you're new to crypto, I can promise you that this run will be a wild one. The race for XRP in 2021, it was put on hold. The Ripple vs. SEC case was still very new, and XRP was already off of all but Uphold and a few other big exchanges. Nothing is stopping XRP this time, and I think it will be the biggest surprise in all of crypto. At $3.02, XRP is the 100th most valuable currency in the world. Take a look at that. You have put money into a global product that is in the top 100. As XRP's market value grows, I'm sure it will also move up this list. The same thing happened with in the crypto top 10. XRP has always been in the top 10. It was taken off of the big exchanges, and the Ripple vs. SEC case was still very new. In the top 10, it's still there. It's now at number 3. As of right now, it is ranked 2nd, and soon it will be ranked 1st based on market cap. I believe it will change Bitcoin's market cap. It will happen soon. A lot of people still think that XRP will stop at $5 or $7. As soon as we get above $5, here's nothing. It's finding the best price and fear of missing out, FOMO. When XRP hits $5, that's all you'll see. This is from Dark Defender. On November 20th, 2024, we talked about a bull flag. Sup, the next move will cost us between $4.39 and $5.85. I think we'll keep going if we get above $5. Above $5, there's nothing stopping us. Also, this is interesting because an XTC ETF is on the way. Listen to this. This is an amazing testament to the way XTC works and the company you're keeping. This is why you're having such great luck. Ritesh, can you tell us a little about what's coming up next without giving away any secrets? What does the roadmap look like? First off, we're living in a very interesting time, and we're also excited about the tech side. It's very stable now that we did XTC 2.0. The network is very safe. Now, we just recently started offering ETP for XTC in Europe with Euronext 21 shares. Listen up, he said XDC ETP and an XDC ETF. That sounds like it will be a big deal, and I plan to buy some XDC before it does. But what I'd really like is an ETF that holds all of these useful coins. I believe that would also pick up a lot of speed. This is news about XDC, though, because I know that many of you have diversified over time and hold XDC as well. Based on this blow-off top signal, XRP is going to go up even more. The blow-off top is what everyone is talking about. It looks like some people think it will happen in September. Others say, no, the blow-off tops aren't going to happen until October. I'm telling you now, This cryptocurrency will be usable until the end of the fourth quarter. I still think the blow off top will happen in January, most likely at the beginning of January and maybe even into February. Is that going to be the big surprise? Will that be the top? Because you need to remember that the ETF money will keep coming once it starts. That's what happened with Bitcoin. That's what happened with Ethereum. That's what will happen with XRP too. Let's say the money keeps coming in for another 5 months. If it does, this run could last even longer. Then you start to think about ISO and what it might be worth. By then, rules will also be in place. We think there will be a big drop in prices soon, but first we need to see what happens with these ETFs and whether the money flow is speeding up or slowing down. There are many. When picking the top for XRP, there will be a lot of things to think about. It's enough to have 1,000 XRP. Soon, it'll be worth more than coin. You'd be glad with 1,000 Bitcoin right now. That post is good because it helps me understand what will happen with XRP. People will tell you that 1,000 XRP is never enough right now. You need at least 10,000 XRP in your account. But think about this. People may have thought at one point, well, 1,000 Bitcoin is all I'll ever need. And most likely, some people told them no because they wanted to hold 100,000 Bitcoin. That's how crypto works, no matter what kind of crypto you cite. But most people didn't think Bitcoin would reach its current price. XRP is going through the same thing right now, at least not anytime soon. XRP is not going to $100,000. Anyway, I think it will be priced pretty well. How much might 1,000 XRP be worth? This time, a rough guess would be $20,000, positive maybe $100,000 or more. And if you want to be in the middle, 1,000 XRP is about 50 grand. No matter what, you'll make money. What matters will be what you do after that. You'll still have that XRP. Do you use XRP to make money? I'm telling you, most people will not be able to buy 100 XRP in 2 years. It looks like most people won't be able to afford 50 XRP by then, since everyone thinks the same thing. We could see a high price for XRP if all the right conditions come together. I would tell these kinds of people to buy whatever they can afford and do everything you can because that will keep you from worrying. People keep telling you that you need to buy this much XRP. Then they say over and over to try to reach that number. Then they put too much money into it. Then, just to make ends meet, they sell off XRP at cheaper prices. You should buy as much as you can afford because people will not be able to spend a whole XRP at some point. Then, guess what? People will remember you. People who have a whole coin on XRP in the future will be famous. People who have 1,000 XRP will be told, wow, I can't believe you have that much. That's what people say now about blockchain holders. But what happened to most of the people who have Bitcoin? They didn't get rich. Why? Since they sold too quickly. Henriksberg says that we are about to reach full joy. He thinks the overall value of the crypto market will explode to $12 to $13 trillion, which happened in 2017. He believes that 400% alt runs will be done in 2 to 3 months. Going back and forth between Bitcoin, Ethereum, big caps, and everything pumps. Listen to this. About $12 to $13 trillion is how big the crypto market I'm looking into is as a whole. So we're not even close to this. And this is why it's so hard to LK about something so much bigger than where we are now. We were at 3 trillion until, 21. We're almost at 4 trillion. I think it's about now. Now let's talk about 12. Yes. But the thing is, it can go by so fast. And the last part of this can go so quickly. Also, I don't think people understand how quickly it has happened before. And especially because to me and my very experienced crypto friends in the Swiss block, this event seems more like it happened in 2017 than in 2021. Okay, which, if you were alive in 2017, was a great time to be private. Yes, I was. No, I wasn't. Yes, it was crazy. But that seemed to last a little longer than 2 months when they were in that very happy state. Yes, it did. But if you look at the last few months, I think the old coins have gone up by 400% in the last 2 to 3 months. I believe that's something we can look into. That's the size that the crypto market needs to hit, that kind of high point, but it has also lasted. We could just look at it. I mean, Bitcoin hit its lowest point in December or January 22. Did I get that right? Around that area. Yes, that was the bottom. That's FTX. We've been on this road for a while now, and Ethereum is just now starting to catch up. It's moving pretty quickly. I think we can catch up pretty quickly here. Also, I think the change into other coins will begin to happen here. You'll see some of the bigger ones as big caps, and then the next one will come. By the end, you'll be filled with happiness. He can see joy coming in at the switch. Moving from Bitcoin to Ethereum is already taking place. From Ethereum to big caps will be the next step, and I can promise you that happy times are coming. But you should know that most people only look at the one-day picture for XRP. If you want to buy in XRP, you need to zoom out. Think about this, back here. It's the all-time high for XRP. That's the year 2017. It looked like one big light. Most people think that